before? Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie, and I'm an instructor of Neurographica. We are having Q&As today with advanced algorithms. Let me pin myself. Okay, here am I. So we're having Q&A for advanced algorithms for every Tuesday for the month of September. So everybody's welcome, and you can send me questions if you cannot join us. I will be answering them to support you through going through algorithms. Anna has already created wonderful video lessons, and they're self-explanatory. We have a lot of other Q&As recorded, but this is for people who need to ask questions live and get answers. So I'm going to be switching to gallery view and letting you participate in the Q&A. So first, tell me, how are you doing? Both of you are now on Neuro-Goal, and I see like people who went from the beginning and got to the Neuro-Goal already. They're all very strong people. They can handle lots of energies, and this is good. You had the time to clean out the past. It's like, it was like a preparation. Can you make it? Can you make it to Neuro-Goal? If you have made it to Neuro-Goal, now you have the opportunity to actually work with your future. So it was needed. Yes, very good.
That's why I think it's important if people can do the whole advanced package and do it in order. It is so powerful. I'm not saying that doing one and then doing another and doing different order won't work. It'll certainly help everyone. But I think that the order and the way they go, they build up so well, and they take down boundaries or walls that we don't know that we have to prepare us as we go. So I think there's a lot of wisdom in going from A to Z.
I agree. Yes, I agree. There is a wisdom with doing all of the algorithms. Yep. And it's okay if you don't want to do all of the algorithms in order, and if you want to skip, it's still possible to do. You will still get the benefit. You will still get what you want. They are self-contained. Each algorithm has enough information to be by itself.
It is, but it certainly builds. Maybe it builds in a different way when you do it in a different order. I didn't think about that. So I guess it builds in the order that it's meant to be.
Yeah, I would agree with them. Maybe that builds in the order it was meant to be. I only did one class out of order. I went straight from basic to neural color. I thought I needed more help with color, but what I really needed was more help with composition. And I learned that once I got into color, and I'm hearing things that applied through composition, and I'm going, oh no. So yes, going back is good, going back and taking that back step. And that's how I felt. I felt I was taking it. No, it was a building step, but I just knew that I had missed that before color. I felt that I had missed that before color. Yeah. So I had a breakthrough, Natalie.
Okay, yes.
My breakthrough is full of triangles. Last week I didn't want, I almost made them all disappear. I almost dissolved them all because I was so tired. I didn't want any more activity in my life, but something happened, and I got really excited with lesson number 2. And I have lots of bright triangles, highlighted triangles. So I'm ready for some more expansion.
Good. And did anything happen in real life? Did you start doing any actions? Did you take any actions yet?
Well, I've been extremely active for about 2.5 months. But I kind of took the reins of the activity, was the shift, rather than saying, oh, okay. I began saying what, when. And so I felt that was a huge shift for me as well. So, and no, that was probably it for me. Just being more being more assertive, about the activity. And yes. Okay. So we had a break with our trainer, and we've started working again with our physical trainer. And so that was really good. I was really surprised because of this break that we'd had. I thought, oh, I'm just going to be so far behind. Oh my gosh, this is going to be horrible. And that's the mind telling you, you don't want to do that again, but it's not true. It wasn't true. So we bust through that, and you get to your session, and it was like, wow. But once again, I have to say that I remembered our ancestors' mandala. And I said, okay, you strong guys, I need your help. But, so the physical end of it, yeah, I had more energy physically. It was good.
Wonderful. Amazing. Very good. Very happy for you. Remember, just again, triangles needs action. Otherwise, it's going to backfire. And any steps are good. Physical activity, what you're starting, is very good. I mean, it's enough if you're drawing and still don't know the steps for other things that you're drawing about, other goals, but at least moving actively, that's great. That's very good. And you are always so good at listening to your body and listening to your guides. So you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any questions?
No, I just feel like that just finishing number 2, but that's a number 2. And I feel like that I will do it again. I mean, shortly, like Thursday, Friday, that I will do that one again before I move on. Maybe even review number 1 again, because probably maybe even review neurocontact again. Those seem to be my next steps, really, doing that review as I take steps forward. There is so much interruption that I feel my information is, if you look at the neurographic drawing, I would say they're pockets of cells rather than a flow. That's how I feel about what's been happening, since I returned from vacation. Okay. So I feel that a very good review of that is up for me. And I will probably review class number 2 before I actually finish drawing number 2. I have it there. It's full of points. It's full of stars. Background is colored.
Good.
But, today I need to, finish some color and add some good neural lines. Yeah.
Great. Perfect. Take your time. Don't worry. Yes, you have all the time you need. So good. And information is coming at the pace you need it. And you got what you exactly need at this moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay, great. Carla? Okay. Carla, where is Carla?
Where is Carla? Yeah, she's helping her sister or stepsister.
Not here, not gonna be here. Okay.
And we're both C's. Oh no, I guess I'm a Kate here. So
yes, I know Kate. You're here.
On the other board, I'm a C. So yeah.
I'm just thinking about Carla. I thought she will be here.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, she is. Carla, you are with us if you're watching
Carla.
later.
Yes, Carla. Hi, Carla.
Okay, Kate.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together until now. But this weekend we had some very intense, potentially intense and potentially very vulnerable discussions. And I'm wondering now, between the, yes, see, I added the background here, the mandala and the ancestry work, and then the goals, if it didn't churn up and prepare me to deal with some goals or some issues that have been in process for close to 44 years. And they're intergenerational discussions, and they're particularly strong between my daughter and myself. And this discussions started with one question when I was helping her doing some packing, and it's been information that I've resisted giving her because it could mean a whole lot of stuff and I'd lose control, and can I deal with all this? And as we talked, I thought, no, it's time, let's do this. This is our truth. And so then I gave her the information, her jaw just dropped. And then I gave her more information and more information. I couldn't believe how events from 44 years ago were flowing so effortlessly in our conversation as if they were yesterday. And the context is important. And the boundaries and the direct conversation about where each of us were having blocks came out in a space of unconditional love. Yes, it got a little bit peaked at times, but it was like circled with the resources of the love, and we got through it. And it was like a laboratory of unconditional love being explored in explosive situations. It was absolutely amazing. And so when we got done with the discussion, okay, I needed to get home want to leave by a certain time. I left 45 minutes later. I kind of wanted to get a walk in that night. And when I got back from the walk, she had done research based upon the information that I'd given her and found some very, very important information leading to our next steps. So it was, there are issues that are very close to people who don't know about it yet. So I'm kind of failed. I hope that's okay. But it was extremely powerful. And yeah, it felt good. I mean, to be at peace with stuff like this is amazing. So I'm thinking that it's a confluence of all of these. And then when Melba mentioned the ancestral, I looked at mine again and going, yeah, the ancestors are saying this is what you need to be doing. And it just a lot of peace.
Okay, well, blessings to you. You did a great job. Move the mountains, and
that would be it. And my daughter's really powerful. I mean, we were both there at their A game, and in relationship with our daughters can be very rewarding. And it's easy to love our daughters. And it was funny because I gave her a birthday card earlier because there's a lot going on. I didn't want to wait. And I referenced it in the conversation. So, well, you haven't read your card yet, but in it, I described the fact that I've always loved you, but the fact that I have come to like and respect you takes it over the top for me. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's so precious. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Kate. I'm just blown away and very honored that you shared this.
But this helps me to see how like this is all working the way it's supposed to work, not the way I think it's supposed to work. And like I love in your supervision when you said, okay, that's your mind talking. Get out of your mind. Go back to the God. Come back to me if you forget. And it's like, yes. And then in our exercise together this weekend, I laughed because, early on, I mean, Anna's taking us through our parents for our resources and our teachers. And I put God up there early. And so when you mentioned God later on, I said, oh, yeah, we're going for the big guns. It's like, I've got to always remember that. But bringing that through in the supervision for the Neuro-Goal was helpful too. Thank you.
Yes. This is very, very important. I want to, yes, Melba?
Go ahead.
I want to underline for everybody who is listening for Neuro-Goal that we will get with Neuro-Goal algorithm, we will get a lot into our mind, and we will give our mind food, and it will be excited, and it will just get right to it. Like, yes, I can do it. Just give me the bone and or the carrot, right? And so, but it's deceptive. It can run around in circles. It can go the wrong way. It doesn't know the big picture. Our mind is limited. It's powerful, but it's limited. And we always need to come back to our heart, into our body, and to check in with what's going on, not to be beheaded just like this.
That's so funny, Natalie. Yes, one of the things that I've been working with, I put distracting options, other things that pull me away from where I really need to be. So those distractions. And I just sat yesterday night before last, and then yesterday afternoon with my sister watching Alice in Wonderland. Off with her head.
Yeah.
Very timely comments. And Kate, I too, this thing with I think the ancestral mandala is just up for us as we work through this, because we've called for them to come forth and assist us if they choose to do so. And I was amazed at how many ancestors chose to do so. And I would say that in the last week and a half, since starting the course, I was motivated to use Facebook for my family again. I had a huge following on Facebook some years ago. Twice I X'd out. I had my page duplicated and other people took. Anyway, it was not a fun place, that I decided I didn't need Facebook. And so I came back to Facebook because of our classes. Yet I hated the fact that on the one hand that I left in the first place, because that was my connection to all my family off this island, and so cousins from 50 years ago. I mean, I've just, the connections are coming out, and I have to feel that that's ancestral mandala push to reconnect the family.
Wonderful. Yes, the ancestral mandala for you was huge. For a lot of people, it was huge, but you really felt it. You really worked through it and reconnected. Great. And so wonderful.
Very rewarding.
Yeah. It's like, it's probably going to go up in my studio, or I might end up making a bigger one, because I think it's an important reminder. In fact, in my quest for wisdom, and as you say, getting out of the head and looking at the bigger picture, I think that just considering it from the perspective of the God and the ancestral mandala, no ranking there, but the different perspectives may help me as tools, pulling myself out of my head and looking at the bigger picture. Because from my picture, I can see all this drama here. But if I go back 3 generations, no, what you need to do is really obvious, sister. And it's like, get on board. And so all those triangles are like, and all the wisdom's kind of, okay, got it. And I don't feel that I am isolated. I don't want to say alone. I think I like the word isolated better. Because my family is not particularly close, but energetically and cellular, in terms of cellular memory, we're all together.
Yes.
And the journeys, even though the journeys separated us and the behavior separated us, that is just as material as a family reunion. It's information, it's vibration, and it shapes the next generations.
Yes, it does. It certainly does. Everything is interrelated, and it's more complex than we can ever imagine, probably.
Yeah, and the bloodlines are bizarre, because so I'm in Ancestry and 23andMe, and I'll get these awkward notes that this might be a little bit awkward, but I think we're related. And I'm thinking, oh, probably my Uncle George. And so we have these conversations and we get over it. And so I have many cousins who came from my Uncle George's loins, but not his pocketbook. And he just kept going. And all these children have gone to other families. So we have a genetic connection. They have other histories. And it's been so awesome, because we'll share pictures like of my dad and their husbands and stuff like that. And I look he has my dad's wrist and he has this. And then what we found out is there's this SOB quality that goes for the ones who were raised in the same family unit with genetics and, nature and nurture. And those who were just nature and other nurtures had the same, the men have this really strong SOB aspect to them that comes out. And it's like, I kind of politely say, have you found, and oh yeah. And so it's been interesting. So even when people say, well, like I'm adopted or whatever, why should I do this mandala? It's a part of us in terms of our DNA. I think it comes out in different ways, and it's really rich to explore that. It's like, I have support here that I never expected. So I can see it being a very positive experience.
Okay, yes, how interesting is that? I've heard a lot of time, and I do believe that the environment influences a lot of what we carry. And it's not just the environment with people around you, but also it can be pollutions or food, certain foods or materials that we get in, because the information we carry is like a program, like a computer code, but then it needs some computer hardware to operate on. And
they work
very,
together.
very, very interesting. Yes, thank you. So interesting.
So I have questions or discussion on lesson 3 of algorithm 8. Is this a good time for that, or?
Sure, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so Melba, I'm thinking that you haven't started lesson 3 yet.
Correct. I just finished too.
Okay, so in terms of background, it's about celebration.
Okay.
And using fireworks as the anchor for it. Well, ladies, oh, good. So, you know exactly what I was battling. It's like point counterpoint. I hate fireworks. I hide from fireworks. I'm not a dog, but I relate. Loud noises drive me crazy. The only time I've done well with fireworks is with a simulcast of classical music behind me. So we're going through it, and it's like I'm just gritting my teeth. It's like, but I don't resonate with celebrations. It's certainly not loud ones. I don't resonate with fireworks, but I'm going along with the process. And then, excuse me, Anna says, I can have a dark background, so I can let loose. All right, okay, I got dark. So I started working on that with my drawing. So it was interesting because I was exploring what is the nature of celebration. And can we have a quiet celebration? And is, all these other factors of the joy, the happiness, the for me come in smaller packages. And then as I was walking this morning, it occurred to me that, okay, I need to find the trigger that associates loud noises with fear as opposed to celebration. So it wasn't until this morning that I figured, okay, that's something that I need to discover and release. Yeah. Because I know it's like this, it confuses me on New Year's Eve and the 4th of July that everybody gets excited about the fireworks. And I think about the smoke in the air the next day. I think about the fires. I think about alcohol and fireworks, which often go hand in hand, which blows my mind, no pun intended. And I have found it difficult to embrace a celebration, but how could you not celebrate when you embrace in a story about the birth of her child? Anna's child, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. Anna's child was born premature, about 4 pounds, and the doctors in the hospital in Russia tended to have a more conservative viewpoint about fertility and held no hope. But there was a celebration for a major company in the area with lots of fireworks. And she said, with a celebration like this can't help but be good news. And of course, now he's over 6 feet tall. And so it's like those kinds of things are resonating with me. So I appreciated the dark. It helped me see the light and more light coming out. So I guess I'm processing it as I'm talking to you. But it was.
So yes, Kate, you may, if you are having difficulties processing it, by yourself, you may work with therapist or somebody because it is definitely something NLP coach may help to untangle.
What was that?
NLP, neuro-linguistic processing.
Yep.
or if you have like a nice therapist who will help you to, I'm sorry, to untangle the two part celebration and I mean fear and fireworks.
Yeah, I'm
And
thinking that,
it's the noise, especially for you.
yeah, I startle easily, but I've had some extraordinarily inappropriate experiences with therapists.
Oh, okay.
And so I resist them, but Neurographica gives me a safe place to explore those
Mhm.
on my
Yes,
own
yes.
without dealing with the foibles of some talk therapy is wonderful. But to me, it's a bit of a crapshoot. And forgive my French, but I got some of the crappier experiences.
Yeah.
But NLP is an offer.
Okay. Have you heard of I forgot now how they call it, when you have to move your eyes,
Mhm.
DSLR, or what was it called? So
And tapping too, probably.
and tapping, but tapping is not considered officially therapy.
Okay.
But this one with the eye desensitization, it is considered to be officially therapy. And
Trying to remember where we got into that in more detail.
and you know what about the startling part? It's the you know about vagus nerves.
Yes.
Mhm.
So once it gets, our nervous system gets into, so it gets up and down, and once it gets to stay too much over exposed to threats, it never can by itself gets back to normal.
Okay.
So there are many exercises on YouTube, and they're not very difficult. A lot of them relates to breathing with your stomach or deep breaths. Some of them are with just putting your arms behind your head, and
This makes a lot of sense.
and also maybe adding the eye movements to the side, and or to up, looking up, because it goes, this nerves is very long, it goes everywhere, so you can
Right.
work with it into many different points. Start working with it, so it will definitely be helpful. And for me, by neural beats to balance the brain, both sides of the brain, I think this is very good.
Yeah, my left and right brain is there. I've got a lot of hemispheric balance, many personalities. That one comes out. And it's interesting because in a lot of my work, I work with the vagus nerve, but I've never appreciated it as being a repository for my trauma. And I've never acknowledged it as being trauma. But if we talk about this, okay, I'm 65 years old and I'm still afraid of fireworks. I think it's fair to say that there's a thread of trauma there that is inflamed. It doesn't dominate, but it's inflamed and an irritant. Thank you. I'll get on YouTube and expand that some more.
Yeah, so it's about some little hole that is leaking energy out of. So you just need to.
I got to put a finger in that dike.
You need to repair. Yeah.
You might need your finger for something else.
Okay.
I also had a practitioner who worked with me as right and left brain hemispheres, that my head is a clock. And I can start at 1 o'clock with my eyes, and I can go all the way around right to left, or I can go all the way around left to right, 12 to 1, 1 to 12. When we can make that circle, we're clear. What happens is when we're not clear, and that doesn't mean 100% clear all the time. That means when you have an issue, you can clear your head. And so when you're not clear, you'll hit, oh, 4 o'clock, bump. There's something there.
Yeah.
It just helps you. And then thoughts can trigger or
Yeah.
Whatever happens is going to happen. But you've identified, so to speak, in your brain and in your cellular memory, something that is a block for you. So just the eyes, the eyes will rotate. You're sitting with your head straight as we do with the other movements, but you're taking your vision to the side and to the back of your head and around the movement. And that was very beneficial for me. Just
Yes,
something we can try.
The eye movement is connected to everything in the brain, in the memories. And the same thing with the movements of the eye. They are looking for where exactly are you going to start being triggered or having some blocks. It can be like what Melba is describing. You cannot move them any further, or you're starting to get panicky and heartbeat, and then they just work with this area to release it. Well, you just work with this area. They're just helping you stay
now
safe.
that we have Neurographica, we can catharsis at that point.
Yes, yes.
To help break through that.
Yeah, it's called EMDR. I just remembered EMDR.
Yes, yes.
And I'm thinking that, and that's what I'm thinking is like one of the big aspects of Neurographica that I think gives me its power is that I'm working with something over a sustained amount of time. So I'll have an aha, and then I'm a butterfly and I'm somewhere else. So I have all these really great perceptions in life and all these wise connections and stuff like that, but I don't sit with them. And in Neurographic, I'm like, so I can see, I'm like, okay, at 4 o'clock, I have an issue. So I'm kind of working on that, and I'll have some tools and processes with the EMDR, but I could sit there and I could explore, just throw out those neural lines. So, you know, do the catharsis, do the neural lines. Okay, what's going here and how is the release? And then going back and saying, okay, do I pass past that? And I think that it's a really good combination, because if for no other reason that it helps me not to be dismissive. So I only get the tip of the iceberg and I miss what's underneath. Very
yes,
powerful.
The very best thing of Neurographica is that it requires you to be present now.
Yes.
And it is so hard to do for a lot of people to just sit and meditate or focus on their breath or do nothing. It's very, very hard. But with Neurographica, you can actually do it, and you start little by little training it, and it gets rewarded right away. You have a reward, a beautiful drawing or doing something that you like, and it's creative, and it's there's other benefits. But being present is what the gift of Neurographica is, which is the same what in meditation is cultivated and cherished, and you are getting to learn through meditation to just be present to yourself, what is going on inside of you, everything that is going on, and everything outside as well, and not to try to disassociate and be a butterfly someone else, but to experience this here and now.
Yeah, bring it back.
And
yeah, I'm on the massage table, and Frodo is the name of my massage therapist, who's an energetic practitioner. And he told me, Kate, back in your body, come on, you need to experience this. It's like, but I am, but I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm this, yeah. Dennis is still amazed. I consider sitting down for over 40 minutes an unnatural act. And I like breaks every 40 to 45 minutes of stretch and stuff. And I'll come down after a 2-hour class, and it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. And he just looks at me and says, oh man, it was great. And it's like, you sat down for the whole thing. And this happens week after week. And it's like, he just looks at me. And I mean, we watch movies at home so we can take breaks. We can push the pause button, you know, and it amazes me because I'm captivated, I'm engaged, learning and growing. And then, but most every day I get dessert the next day. There's something that I didn't expect to see that comes up.
I have to say that I have had this pattern in the past too, Kate. My daughters and my sister, I mean, when we all get together, they want to, let's watch a movie, something that we used to watch as kids together or something, you know, and we all sit down and in 5 minutes I'm gone. And Mom, we're going to pause it for you. No, don't pause it. I'll be back, you know, and then I'm back. And then I'm there for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Half an hour would be a really long time for me to be still because my mind would be, oh, go. Don't forget this, you know, and I'd be up and gone again. And they're like, can't you just sit down and be still? And I couldn't, you know, I had been racing the clock and pushing my body for so many years. It was so much of a habit and a practice that I couldn't be still. And that had been my reluctance to work with triangles because I didn't want to go back there. I didn't want to be pushed that way again. So that's part of my little breakthrough here. It's about balance, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm seeing all of those orbs around your triangles, you know.
They were all over.
It's kind of like it being in a bouncy room. Got all those orbs, so it's okay. I can handle the action now because I know that the landing is going to be soft and supported.
Yeah.
Yes. The right action. When you just take the right action at the right timing.
Yes.
That goes back into my brain. I don't know if I want that one or not, because I always work on the right action at the right time. And I'm like this, did I do it right? So I got to understand that it is the right and it's supported, you know, build that bridge. Does that make sense? I'm not meaning to be argumentative.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
That's why I hang on to my peace. And I say that I don't want to get wound up because my answer is where my peace is. So finding that, then I don't worry about is the answer right or wrong. When I'm working in peace, the answer's right for me. That's, you know.
And that kind of describes the discussions this weekend. It's like, okay, we're in a place of no judgment. I mean, it was so great. You know, my daughter is very, very vocal on human rights and women's rights and everything. And during different points of discussion, she's, you did nothing wrong. This is your choice. And then get back. And it's awesome. I mean, she's 29. So she was fully developed when she came out of the womb, but a really, really wise, powerful child. I mean, yes. She's 2 years old at the playground, and it's time for us to leave. And so, of course, you know, controlling Papa says, well, we're leaving. So, you know, you have to come and we're going to leave you. So she's halfway to us. And when he gave her that choice, she turned around and went back to the swing sets.
Oh.
And we're talking 2 years old here. And it says, I need to be aware I have a really intelligent, powerful child, and trying to control her too much is going to blow up in our faces. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. She's awesome.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have you watched Anna's live conversations number 12? When
no,
she did? Okay.
Not yet.
I would recommend for you to watch it with your daughter and do the exercise together.
Okay, I haven't got her into Neurographica yet.
It's not a Neurographica.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Just an exercise.
Okay.
You have to make like a family, you draw your family connections.
Oh, she'd like that.
It's not about even drawing, it's just lines and circles, or it's not about the drawing, it's make a diagram.
She's an artist. Also. Okay. She's very left and right brain. She's in the technical fields as programming and finance and an artist.
Yeah, it does not require any artistic abilities, but it's about putting things in the right places. I think it will be very beneficial for you, Bob.
I think you're right. I'm looking forward to catching up with Anna's chats, because kind of been focused on getting through my lessons. I just have this thought that I need to get through the algorithms so I have a foundation. Because like I need all the pieces or access to them, and then I can start going through and weaving stuff in. So it's like, get through these and learn this, and then you're going to have more understanding on everything that you do. And
Good.
so it's
Yeah,
like,
absolutely, absolutely.
but
But do this one, definitely. You don't have to do anything else. With your daughter, do it together or separately. It will be very beneficial for both.
okay, very perfect. Thank you. Yes, I have DMDR, more vagus nerve work, and Anna's number 12 on my list.
Good. Yeah, good. It's an hour long, but you can, you can speed it up. You can put it on a faster speed instead of the regular.
Yeah, I normally do 1.1, just a little bit. Or no, that's on Audible books.
1.25.
1.25, right? I'll often do 1.25. Yeah.
Yes. You can
And
do
then I'll rewind and go, no, you need to listen to this again slower.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
But you will get it. Even on a faster speed, you will get it.
What I found is on most stuff on YouTube and stuff, it's English spoken for many people of many languages. So English may be their first language or their fifth language. And so it's well moderated. And so I can often afford to go a little faster because I'm more comfortable with that particular language.
You've been trained with us for 9 months. So you're good.
It's amazing. It's, oh my gosh, what 9 months, birthing new possibilities.
Yeah, the baby is born. The new life has come out.
Yeah.
Month of September. Okay, so do you want to share what your plans are for the future or for this fall? What are you gonna do for Thanksgiving or New Year? Do you have anything?
You're going to use that celebration word on me again?
Oh, okay, Kate, one more thing I wanted to share or to suggest for you. Okay, do you like fire?
Yes.
Imagine that those are not fireworks, those are fire flames, and there are little sparks coming out of the flames, right?
Okay.
So this is the warmth of in the fireplace. You have a fire pit and the fire. So maybe just twist instead of fireworks.
That works perfectly. Yeah. And I love the stars at night. And I love supernovas and I love nebulas. So
yeah.
I mean, I have a place for my ashes to go. This is lovely lake with the mountains and the tall trees and where the mountain goats are. And I was there one day with my family and I said, this would be a perfect place to put my ashes. Because I can just imagine the sun going supernova from here. And it's, so yeah, that interesting. I mean, the sun going supernova does not faze me a bit, but fireworks popping around my house.
It's the noise. I think it's something to do with the noise.
Oh, it's the noise. Oh, it's the noise.
Noise trigger.
The sound. Something with the sound.
You know, but just the idea that the vagus nerve has been the repository. So as much as I've been processing things between the ears and out, I haven't done it.
Yes, it needs to be combined for it to move.
This is cool.
Yeah, you will find it.
It's resonating on so many levels.
Okay.
Power moves. So I made a joke about celebration. Nova?
You made what?
Oh, well, I made the joke. You asked us what we're doing for holidays, and I made the joke about celebrations, but that cut off the discussion. So I was just opening it up for Nova.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yes, please.
I'm good.
If you don't have, it's okay. If you don't have plan for a celebration, do you have any plans for yourself to go to the spa or to massage or something?
Okay, so we for us toward the end of the year, we canceled another travel. We canceled another trip.
Really?
Okay, and we have an invitation for our Paul's daughter and our grandkids to come here for Christmas instead of us traveling. So we would have Christmas in the house, and we have, when they were used to be every 2 years they would do it, then we had the big C word, and so no traveling. And so now we're thinking it's a good year to have Christmas in the home. And for Thanksgiving, we have a number of friends who are single, and a lot of people are traveling. And so rather than couples, we normally have our single friends over for Thanksgiving. So that's probably going to stay where it is for now. So that's kind of what we're up to for holidays.
Very, very good.
And we're quiet and understated and intimate. We have, my daughter requested once that for the high holidays, that she'd like it to be just the three of us. And what we realize is that's because we have a pure space, because at various chapters, we've all been really engaged, and we really wouldn't connect, but when the three of us were together, we could speak Dixon. And we realized that we had our own language, and it was nice to have a pure space where you didn't have to explain, etc. And so it's kind of become a Christmas and Thanksgiving have become times when we could just relax and go back to the past and easily communicate and laugh with all the inside stuff. And of course, that will likely.
Great. Okay, very good. You're frozen. Your picture is frozen, but we can hear you. Very good. My son told me that he's going to be graduating in December. And we usually don't do anything for Thanksgiving. I used to work, and I'm not like from my tradition, I don't have this celebration for Thanksgiving. Yeah, now Kate is good. But we usually stay home and just go out on this day, and not a big celebration. But now he's graduating one semester earlier than he was going to. So maybe there will be some celebration, I don't know. And then he and his girlfriend are planning to go to travel through Asia. So we'll see how this goes. Amazing, probably. And I asked him, can I come with you? And he said, no. I asked, I had my chance to ask at least. Very, very good. And hopefully everything will be peaceful and nice this fall.
I love autumn.
Beautiful. Anna is preparing to do, I'm just going to repeat for people who are in recording. Anna is preparing to do her supervision course where she will teach people how to do supervisions of their own drawings or other people's drawings if they're instructors or specialists. It's going to be very interesting and beneficial because she's using knowledge not just from Neurographica but from family constellations and energies, and I'm looking forward. I personally am looking forward to this course, and it's going to be very interesting. And then on October 1st for our membership course, she's going to do very interesting class about circles in the water, how everything is reflected in the quantum universe. The actions are spreading out. So, Kate.
Yeah. I'm seeing circles everywhere this week. I'm seeing circles in the trees outside. I'm everywhere. And I have so many photographs of water. When we get out on that boat, my head, so much of the time, it's either up in the clouds or it's down on the water, and thousands of photographs, because of the patterns that are there. And I'm just wowed. It's just a phenomena. I love it.
Wonderful.
When I was in high school, I would play wave and particle theory in the swimming pool to see how they reacted. It's like, when we got into advanced physics, I understood it, but the other stuff, this Newtonian stuff, I didn't like. But wave and particle theory, I was down.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be fun. So when does supervision start in October?
It will be, right now, it's on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central. It's scheduled to be on Wednesdays, 4 Wednesdays. She is now looking at getting feedback from people if this time is good
Okay.
for everybody, or change it, because it's beneficial. You can watch the recordings, but it will be beneficial for the last class. And this last for sure, but the third one as well, to be live. Third class, she will be demonstrating and explain, like you will submit your drawings and she will go over them live and do a supervision. And fourth class, other people will be doing supervisions on drawings. I mean, students from the class will be doing supervisions and she will be guiding how to. So it's a practice. Fourth one is a practice.
So this would be beginning in October?
It will start from the first Wednesday on October and will go 4 weeks, 4 Wednesdays in October.
Okay.
And the circles in the water will be October 1st with the membership class, course. And then in November, she's gonna do for the membership the throat chakra, which will be very good.
In time for the holidays.
Yes, yes. Time for the Thanksgiving gathering, if you have one. And Tatiana is thinking about a few different new classes. We are discussing what to do with her. Okay. So this is about Carla. Carla is thinking, what is she gonna do after that? So we are continuing. There's gonna be more.
Yeah.
And Tatiana has finished a neurohealing course, and she's a trained specialist in neurohealing. So she is thinking to combine this knowledge with classes about health, body. She has been receiving requests about losing weight or just healthy body. So maybe something more.
Vagus nerve.
Vagus
Wow.
nerve.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, nervous system. Yes. And so we have many plans, and Marina is doing the again drama release course. I'm continuing with the circle. So this Saturday we're gonna have the sharing circle, and I have again, I'm gonna explore the connections between people, and we're gonna do some exercises to see to process together, because I think everybody can do it alone, everything, but if you are in a group, it's just multiplies. If you even online, it's the effects are bigger to be with the group.
Awesome.
Okay. Anything for the at the end? Do you have anything at the end?
I think we did all my ideas last week.
Good. I'm wishing you good the rest of the day.
Thank you.
And see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Bye. Bye, Carla.
Bye, Carla.
Thank you.